A very warm welcome to all. We are pleased that we'll be starting our second batch at VidhyaPeeth Academy, and I'm more pleased to share the space with my good friend Joe sir, who's handling direct access at VidhyaPeeth Academy, rather the first faculty whom we approached for VidhyaPeeth Academy, and he gave a very warm yes to us immediately. We'll be having our DT and IDT classes along with rest of the all classes for CAFinal. But now we'll restrict our discussion with DT and IDT classes. Just about your DT classes, share the details.
See, DT classes we are actually planned from 29th June to 13th July. It will be a full day, full-fledged crash course for the CA as well as CMA finals. And topic coverage, conceptual clarity, past tips and question discussions, everything will be there. So after attending these classes, one thing is assured, your confidence on DT paper will be double, and qualifying DT paper, definitely it will be assured. So that's what I can say.
So when you're talking about crash course, is it so that a student who has got no idea about the subject, supposing I am going to join the classes, which I think commences on 26th of June 2023, and it is for 15 days. It is 26th or 29th? 29th of June 2023 till 13th of July 2023 for 15 full days, full day classes. If I have very limited idea or no idea about the subject, will I be an eligible student to sit in your class?
Of course, yes. Because we are not mandating any pre-reading. You can just come. The way we take classes will be more focused on the exam. That's why we use the word crash course. Alright. It will be more exam oriented rather than covering entire DT. It will be totally an exam oriented 15 days of classes. So a fresh student also can come and sit, and definitely we will be using examples, small things, interrelations, everything will be discussed. But the point is, it will be from an exam perspective.
Great, sir. So next thing, as a student, I might have a doubt. In those 15 days, where I'm going to give entire 15 days to direct taxation, why should I join Joseph's direct tax compared to say some other XYZ faculty other classes?
See, the main thing is the conceptual clarity. We will interrelate everything. See, this income tax is actually based on taxation on transactions happening around us. So what we are planning is we will interrelate everything to small things, so that even if you have zero knowledge in direct tax, you will be able to connect things after attending these classes. And past exam question papers, solutions, everything will be provided as a part of this class. So we have a set of 22 question paper, past exam question paper, which is fully sold and fully amended. That is for your post preparation. That means when study leave comes in, you can actually go through this past exam question paper, and your chances of qualifying the examination will be doubled.
In fact, that was my next question.
Yeah.
Because once students goes through the classes, he is very confident of the subject. Most of the students when they are attending classes, but the problem is after that they are not able to revise and they are not able to solve much. And talk about your subject direct tax and talk about my subject indirect tax. The challenge is to work out more and more questions. I mean, yes, you might have conceptual clarity, but if you are not working out more and more questions, you will be having surprise at exam hall.
Exactly.
And the same way as Joe sir is having Q bank for all the questions. Even for indirect taxes, we have the same concept, but we have named it as train your brain. Same concept. All the questions of ICA are there. The only thing that you need to understand both for direct tax handled by Joe sir and indirect tax by me and Praveen sir is ICA questions you cannot refer on the ICA website because they are not updated.
Yes.
So what we have done both for DT and IDT, we have a question bank where you have the database of all the questions of ICA, where you get to know the amended answers for all the questions. You get to have the required set of confidence. Exactly. Before entering the exam hall, you have all the confidence which is required for getting exemption in both DT and IDT.
And one point to add is while preparing DT, I'll take my subject DT. See, it is not about attending the classes. It is not about your revision. The ultimate point is you should be able to convert this concept you have learned in 3 hours into marks. See, some great man earlier said, exam is actually an art. It's an art that you should convert whatever you have studied, maybe for 4 years from your foundation level, inter level, final level, whatever you have learned, you need to convert that in 3 hours into 100 marks.
True.
For that, you need to practice the question paper. So how I arrange my past exam question booklet is, it is question paper wise. So the way we have structured our classes, I'll tell you. First of all, we will cover all those important chapters which are required for our exam.
True.
Along with that, we have basic set of questions for adding your knowledge. That is for the conceptual clarity of the topics which we have studied.
Okay.
Then next is practice. Practice means you have to practice the question paper rather than practice a chapter. You have to solve everything in a question paper manner, so that once you enter the exam hall, you already know what's going to happen because you have experienced around 20-22 past exam question papers. It is just like a net practice. You know how to play, say, all of a sudden you are going to play the World Cup final. You know, you have practiced a lot of, you have an experience of playing a lot of World Cup finals. Then your performance, your possibility of scoring a century will be high.
Compared to this.
It is like that only. If you practice this 20-22 question paper in that question paper manner itself, then possibility of qualifying DT as well as the entire subject is very high.
True.
It is just mocking your examination.
The same kind of thing we do for Indirect tax, but in a bit different manner. What we have done is we have taken all the question papers, all the mock test papers, revision test papers, everything
Everything is there.
But we have arranged it chapter wise. We have not arranged question paper wise. We have arranged it chapter wise, and we have arranged it in terms of the concept that we take in class.
Understood.
So maybe that same thing, what we have done in a very different manner. Where we feel that okay, the student when he is learning a topic called as input tax credit, he'll focus only on input tax credit.
Got it.
And he'll be seeing all the questions right from basics to advanced, and the questions will be having the heading of what it deals with.
Okay.
So in that way, the same kind of practice, maybe Joe sir is talking about net practice, and I am also talking the same net practice but with a different bowler.
Yeah, say for example, practicing bouncers only. Practicing Yorkers only.
Yorkers only. So one set of bowlers. So what I have done is, okay, if it is a spinner, then it is fully spinner.
Okay.
You play only Shane Warne. And if it is Muthya Muralidharan, you play only Muthya Muralidharan. Right. Both have, both in both the ways, we are having the same objective, that students are having the idea of what type of questions are going to come in the exam.
Understood.
And I think both of us are very sure, and I also tell repeatedly in class, you cannot have any question beyond the master Q bank, because we have covered everything else.
Exactly.
So might be the numbers will different, names will be different, but everything is very much given in the question bank. And your final book where you have to focus on a day before exam is not the main book or the revision book.
Exactly.
It is the question bank book where you have to be confident and getting all those positive energies before entering the exam.
Exactly. For that, the one point that I want to add is like, see, solving this 22 question paper, the question is how many times you have to solve. See, normally I recommend 3 times, but there is another question, whether we will get time to complete it thrice. We'll never get time to complete it thrice. We hardly will get time to complete it once. That's it. But that is not adequate. So what we can do is, a smart work can be implemented. See, what I suggest is, when you solve this question book, whether it is for DT or IDT, when you take a question, you are solving it. If you are able to solve it by yourself, then that means you know that area.
True.
Some questions you will get stuck. Some adjustment you will make a mistake. You need to take a piece of paper and you note down in your own language what exactly is the concept. See, after doing this, when you solve this entire 22-23 question paper, your one page will become one bundle. That bundle you have to revise on the last day of exams. That simply means the revision of the entire practice workbook. This is the smartest way that you can do, because you only have 1 day gap in between.
True.
You will never get time to complete everything. Every complete revision is impossible. Even if you are a chitty robo, then it is possible. You can do things like this.
Only Rajnikant can make something possible. Joe sir, though we are having this conversation without discussing what we are going to discuss, and to my surprise, what is happening is, to all my students or the students who have already attended classes, people do order our question bank per se. Means they don't attend, they might not have attended our classes. This is called Train Your Brain. 4 pages, that is an instruction.
Yeah.
So that instruction clearly tells what exactly you have said now. So if you see first 4 pages of TYB, because the number of questions for CAFinal what we have prepared is about 800 plus questions. So the question numbers are crossing, I think this time it will touch 900 questions for number, and soon we will be touching that 1000 questions, which means you are thorough over everything, smallest aspect, biggest aspect, complicated aspect, everything is covered there. So there are first 4 pages instructions that we have given. where exactly what you have said is seen, and that is the reason I was surprised. Okay, the same thing applies to most of the faculties around. Because what I have said is, second time you cannot expect a student to revise all 1,000 questions again. Not possible.
Impossible.
It's an impossible task. And at the same time, I was talking about the main book that you have to have before the exam all is only TYB.
Yeah.
So what is there in those 4 pages instruction is spoon feeding kind of thing for all the students, telling that how you have to read this, train your brain. And we have now named itself with this as train your brain. So in that I have said that okay, there are certain questions which you walk through. Next time, don't even bother to see that.
Understood.
Few questions you make some mistakes, silly mistakes in one area, highlight that area and write your own notes. Yes. I'm not suggesting a piece of paper. I'm suggesting write in the same place, same thing, highlight it, highlight the word and write it.
Got it.
Next time when you're seeing that question, you only see out of say a question which is running for a page or half a page, you only see that one word, you only see your comment, that's it. So there will be another question where you make 2-3 mistakes at the same time. Put some star mark, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, and just write those points. And there are certain questions which are highly complicated, which you understand it fully conceptually. But again, once you take this question, you get that heaviness.
Yes.
So that those questions, put it as 5-star questions, and it will cover multiple chapters. It will be a linkage of 4-5 chapters or more chapters at times together. So that you put 5-star marks. And every time you solve that question, you get a heaviness that you make some or the other mistake in spite of being very clear.
Yes.
So in addition to highlighting those areas, see that question fully, which means hardly in one chapter, hardly such kind of questions will be 1 or 2.
Yes.
Master, we call them as master questions.
Master questions.
If you solve that master questions, you are through it, which means this chapter is done. This TYB, we suggest the students who are coming our classes or even for the recorded lectures, we suggest them that supposing you write your exam, direct exams, and come for the last exam, which is my exam. I have to tell that it is the toughest in terms of sequence. Students has been drained all throughout the exams, and finally it is IDT.
Yeah.
So he has given up on most of the things, and it plays a lot of things mentally.
Exactly.
So what I suggest is, supposing you after 5 o'clock you reach by around 6:30 at your home, take some break, have some snacks, and start. So only that night, which means if you start by 7 o'clock, by 11, 12, your TYB should be over. Maximum 12. Or if you want to spend extra time, 1 o'clock. Those who are early wakers, they'll have till 7 to 10, then early morning 4 to 7. Which means next day fully, till the day of exam. Then you start revising the concepts here and there, and play around the concepts. Because I feel once you go to that question mark, students get more than the required confidence. Their confidence level increases. They are very sure that they don't have any doubt that I am going to fail. They are very sure that I am going to pass. They are very sure that they are going to cross 50 plus, 60 plus. The more they cross that area, they are pretty sure exemption is rest assured.
Yes, of course.
And the next thing that I wanted to ask, how your journey started into faculty, though we are talking about your DT and IDT classes at VidhyaPeeth Academy. Just a brief outline of when you started taking classes and how is your journey shaping now on?
Actually, I started taking classes before I qualified CA itself.
Super.
So it was like, my finals was like I attended Group 1 first.
Okay.
Thereafter, I attended Group 2. So for me, Group 2 was my strongest group. Why? Because DT and IDT were my favorites.
Okay.
So after completing Group 1, Group 2 almost in my control. So what I did after that, soon after the exam, I took a small batch of Inter, Direct Tax.
Okay.
So that was my first batch. I cannot call it as a proper class. It is just like sharing knowledge because I only have 3-4 students at that time. So that after taking that classes, there was something. I understood that I'm enjoying every moment when I'm in the classroom.
Okay.
So from morning 9, when that 11 o'clock break comes in, only I'll be able to realize that 2 hours gone.
Okay, true.
It is like when we are in the class, we don't know, we are not realizing that the time is running. The time is running like anything. So, but when we are in office there, at times we will get bored. True. But never in classes. We'll never get bored in classes. Maybe the students will get bored in classes.
Might not be. The passion actually passes on to the students.
Of course, yes. So at that moment itself, I've decided I will never whatever I do, I'll parallelly teach as well. Okay. So I started parallel teaching. Then I understood that this is my piece of cake. Then right now I'm into almost 70-80% into teaching and 30-40% into practice. So this is my journey right now. So
And see, I mean, something about our journey. So we have been knowing each other, I think, pre-COVID. So maybe
yes,
more
maybe
than
2018.
18 or 19,
Yeah.
but it was a casual conversation.
But I think we have never met at that time. We only talked.
We spoke over phone.
Yes.
See, that is how most of the faculties interact. So students feel that faculties will be meeting each other even if at all we are in the same academy. The chances of one faculty meeting the other faculty is
Very less.
very less. So most of the faculties, even if they are working under the same academy, going there as a faculty, chances are very less.
Very less.
But we shared a rapport, and after about 9-10 years of our journey as faculty, I think we started in 2012. 2013.
Actually, I started in 2014.
Okay, so I started 2 years. In 2012, we started our journey both as we qualified, and immediately we started taking classes, myself and my partner Praveen.
Alright.
And soon, immediately after the second pandemic was over, we thought, why not achieve our dream and start an academy? So we have been taking classes in different part of the country, myself and my partner Praveen. And suddenly that thought came that why not whatever we have learned from different academies, we do learn from academies per se. Why not build an excellent team and have an academy here itself where we have been taking classes. So that was the thought process. And when I was listing down the faculties, I'll tell the process of how I was selecting all the faculties. See, I wanted a team where students will look up to the academy and they'll tell that, okay, this is a place where I want to join for final. It is like that. For inter, students don't do much of a research in my
Yes.
view, but still I made a very clear point that we will give the best of the team. Might be in today's generation with information technology in everyone's hand, students will be doing some research and will be giving the best team. So that is how the idea started somewhere in 2022, and it executed by end of 2022-2023. So hardly we are 6-7 months now. And the first of the faculty was Jose sir. I said him that this is a plan that we are starting an academy, and for DT I want you to come. And to be very honest, not because Jose sir is sitting here or something, I want to tell him because he is here. No, he said that yes, we are going to start. I wanted to come here. You make sure that I am there in the team. So that was the connection between both of us. And again, we are being very honest, that connect doesn't come with all the faculties.
Yes.
Though we have an excellent faculty team. If you see the faculty team of a CAFinal as well as CAInter, in the flyer you will find that we have an excellent, one of the strongest faculty team that you can find. But that connect comes over a period of time. So that connect was there, and when that comfortness was given, I said, okay, so my major task of taxation, if at all I am not able to find the faculties for other subjects, at least I can start this academy with DT IDT combo.
That was pretty sure.
So that was the thought process. So at least I'll have that question, okay, to start with I need to start something, right? So
Exactly.
I said that at least we'll have this direct tax and indirect tax combo, and then we'll go ahead and then. But surprisingly, I made a list of, for DT and IDT it was fixed. For other subjects, what I did is, I have few faculties in mind. So for each of the subject I wrote 4-5 faculties. Not in the order of sequence of an hour, but just 4-5 faculties, good faculties. So there was no such requirement of top class, because I feel after taking classes at multiple places, each of the faculty are top class faculties. In spite of the faculty name, if they are taking classes day in and day out, and if they are taking at multiple places, they are top notch faculties. Few may find it excellent and few may find it at par, and that is subjective.
Yes.
That is highly
Totally
subjective. That is
Totally
very subjective, because each of the faculty gives the best. But yes, the passion changes. So I said that okay, I am having a list of faculties. I will call and see whether it works out. You won't believe, for most of the cases, the first call that I made was successful. Obviously, for few subjects it was a bit challenging to find the right faculty. But for most of the subject, because of the acquaintance and because of the idea that we had, I called them, see, this is how we are planning. Because I found in that interaction that most of the faculties have a dream to run an academy.
Yeah, that's true.
So in that conversation, when I just shared this information that we had a dream, and now we are trying to make it work, but we are still in the process. So hardly 5-6 months old, we are still in the process of making it workable. And by the way, the first batch was excellent, so beyond our expectations. So we are hoping that it gets better and better. So in that process, I was pretty surprised that okay, this is our dream, my and Praveen's dream, and would you be like to part of this particular dream? They said that no, it's no more your and Praveen's dream, it's our dream. So we are being a part of it. And one thing that I was very clear with all the faculties, because I was looking from faculty's perspective, what all challenges we faced in taking classes in multiple places. So we just list down all those things and we said that okay, let us be very transparent. This is how these things are going to be. So that was the journey, and I found this journey, though it is very amateur, we have just started, but it is exciting journey, and I'm probably thinking that it will be more and more exciting. And probably I feel that the same passion that I had for taking classes and that I still have for taking classes, now it is converting even into running an academy.
Yeah, so, because one thing I want to add into it is like the greatest advantage of VidhyaPeeth is like live faculties. You, Vishal sir and Praveen sir, they are active faculties. They are running the academy. So it is very easy to say our concerns because they already know what is happening. They know the ground reality. So when we start saying it, at that moment itself, they know what is the problem, how to fix it. So that rapport, that is what is required. That is the first of all, the what do you say, the stepping stone. That is the foundation.
That is actually what to say. I mean, that is the reason we said that okay, we have learned actually. I will not take the credit. We have learned a lot of things from different faculties. So when you have been to say Gujarat, we learned a few things. We have been to Rajasthan, we learned a few things. In Chennai, even in Kerala, we have been. So we learned a lot of things from different faculties. Both. See, when I tell learning process, it's both plus and the minus. So what to do, what not to do.
Both are important.
Both were very crucial in our discussion. So we were very clear that okay, this is how we have to start, and this is how we have to do certain things. And these are the things which we should never ever think of doing. And if by chance we do it, we should immediately try to fix it up and make sure that it is not having bigger damage. Now this second batch, we are more excited because what we have learned from the last batches, okay, we had set a very normal expectation and now we have increased the expectation. So what we are deciding is at Coimbatore city, which is the hub of CA students, which is becoming more and more education oriented city, and CA students are finding it more comfortable, convenient in terms of cost of living, food.
Exactly. They don't have to travel to Chennai and all for that.
Yes, I mean, obviously Chennai is the
our
first
time.
market.
Chennai was the hub.
It's still the hub.
Even people from Kerala used to travel to Chennai.
True. That was the only place.
That was a great hub at that time.
It's even the hub, but what we thought is why not give a better option at Coimbatore city, and why not have this place itself converting to as not as a competitor, maybe as a what to say, they might join hands together and they can survive, both of the cities can survive together.
Exactly.
So we thought of this idea, and when many other academies were coming inside the city, we thought that that decision is the right decision because when all the other academies are also having this a city as their first choice for starting academy, we thought that okay, we are on the right direction. Right. And for final students, we are happy to see the students coming from different parts. See, initially, I will be very honest, I thought that okay, let us only gather the students of Coimbatore. Now, I mean, in Tamil language, we are happy and content. We are okay with the Coimbatore city because we have a great number of students in Coimbatore itself. Then slowly, when we saw the market, we found that there are students who come we are border of Kerala, so few students come down from there, and we have a lot of cities in and across Coimbatore where the only option they saw earlier was Chennai. Now for a lot of things they find Coimbatore as a better option for basic things, cost of living, climate, food, a lot of factors, ease of travel, they can easily travel back to their home.
Exactly.
So that convenience is there in Coimbatore. So we thought that okay, we have to make it a place. And rather, I was surprised that all the faculties to whom we have spoken, and they knew Coimbatore.
Yeah, exactly.
So they Coimbatore, okay, we are okay with it. So normally interaction, I expected that they'll ask, okay, what is the market of Coimbatore? What is the market size of Coimbatore? Whether we have that number of students that we can.
First of all, you need to introduce the geographical location, etc.,
etc. So surprisingly, all the faculties to whom we have spoken for, whether it is inter or final, Coimbatore was a known place, so that was no doubt about it. But in terms of chart account CA course, so normally people will think, okay, what is the number of strength of this Coimbatore city in terms of CA foundation, CAInter, CAFinal? So that question never came up, and we felt that okay, fine. I mean, because we had taken such statistics to tell the faculty that we will have a great market in future. That was the entire understanding. So about this DT and ITT classes, we are expecting students to come in large numbers, and we are very clear that you have to come, learn and experience. And the DT ITT faculty combo, we are more happy to announce that we'll be coming together in Chennai as well. This time I'm traveling to Chennai. Next time it will be Joseph and myself will be traveling to Chennai for CA final classes. Even at Kerala Thrissur will be taking DT and ITT classes. So we are going to have this combo effect in multiple places.
Multiple markets. Exactly.
So all I want to tell all the CA final students is come, experience it. And I've been believing into this fact that whether a faculty is known for a very long time, etc. First day should be a demo class.
Exactly.
Just like Facebook, myself and Praveen thought that it always it's free and it will always be free. So we have thought that first day class is always demo and it will always be demo. So even if a top-notch faculty is coming and taking lectures,
there should be a connection between the student and the faculty. Exactly.
That student should have that opportunity to sit and understand and then take a decision. Okay, I'm very comfortable.
So that is very important actually.
Very important. So we are very clear. So first class is always a demo class.
See, the point is, however knowledgeable you are, the ultimate point is there should be a connection between you and the student.
True.
So if that connection is not happening, say you are much more knowledgeable than someone else, but if that someone else can come in and easily connect with the student, then it's altogether a different story.
True. So that with that intention, I said that first day class for all the faculties. And I think no faculty, surprising, no one even asked why are you giving first day free? Because we have Aarti Lodi madam, Arpita Tulsi madam, Srinivasan sir is coming from Hyderabad, Rajesh Menon. So we have different faculties. And I said, this is what it is done. And no one even said, I mean, again, I think it is all blessings that no one even questioned why demo class and all. I said, this is how we are planning to do. We requested faculties to share their videos and tell something about the classes. It was all happy go and everyone shared their videos. So we are trying to do everything that is possible, and we are trying to make sure that students get the best out of it.
Yes.
And demo class is there. You have to attend the demo class. Come, feel and experience VidhyaPeeth Academy. And I won't talk about the infrastructure. For that you have to come and see the infrastructure. Though we have started just now, we have made sure that we give the best infrastructure to the students. Obviously faculty is the most important thing for any academy.
Yes.
Apart from that, we also made sure that infrastructure student wise they should feel at home. So when they come here, they should tell that it is my academy, it's VidhyaPeeth Academy, it's not anyone else's academy, it is our academy. So that was the intention, and that is how we have built each and every inch of VidhyaPeeth Academy. Normally, Joseph, normally I've seen academies building their infrastructure as and when classes grows.
Yes.
So I thought, Praveen and myself thought that no, we'll have the infrastructure ready. Whether students are coming later point of time or not, we'll give all the homely infrastructure. Whatever the expectation was there as a student during our students' journey, we felt that should be the expectation of the students, or rather the expectation should have crossed that limit over the period of time. So I would suggest all the students come and join the demo class, not only of direct tax Joseph and indirect tax myself and Praveen sir, but all the other subjects. We have all the subjects for CA final, and even for CAInter we have all the subjects, all the different faculties. See the flyers, see the schedule, come and attend for Inter. By the way, we have kept 2 days demo classes for Inter, and for final.
It's like have a try. Anyways.
Have a try.
Yes.
Just come, feel the experience, see the faculty, understand how it takes. Whatever we are claiming by having this podcast, it should not be like, okay, we are just telling and you are not feeling the same. So we have put a tagline, 2 taglines this time. So for November 2023 attempt, first it's let's crack it. So that crack has got CA date. So that let's crack it this time attempt, November 2023 attempt. And second tagline, when we are thinking of demo class, and it should be always that, we thought that come, feel and experience.
Okay.
The students should come, they should feel it, then experience,
yes,
and then they should join. And we are very confident that once you come, feel and experience the journey, you'll be part of the journey.
Definitely, that's for sure. That's what the confidence to announce this demo class.
That's the confidence, and the confidence is not of the academy, the confidence is of the faculty, because we are very sure of the faculties who are going to handle the subjects. So the credits to the faculty team that we have so much faith and confidence in all our faculties. Right. Anything else that you want to add, Joseph?
So actually, this is more than enough. You have shared everything.
So this podcast was just a kind of casual conversation that we are planning to have.
It is not pre-prepared actually. It's not at all pre-prepared.
Rather to tell by the end of this video, this was supposed to be a demo video before starting recording the video. We thought that we'll have a trial session, then we'll have a...
It is like it was going on. It has a life.
It has a life. Then we'll have a... We'll try 2-3 times. Then we'll have the real recording. But I feel that, okay, this will be more than sufficient. Thank you, students. We have given the entire schedule. If you have any doubts, you can see the flyers of both CAInter and CAFinal, and make sure that you register, because the capacity of the bigger hall is about 100, 110 and smaller hall is about 60. So I would suggest you come and register so you don't miss the opportunity. Come and register. Payment can be done after you attend the demo class, but come and register yourself so that you are not missing this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you all.